Alright, so I got a pretty long drive back home coming from Jacksonville, going to Daytona. But I got something on my mind. Nothing serious, but it may help some people out there. So, for those of you who don't know me that well, I love art. I've been an artist since I knew how to pick up a pencil. And 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I was a part of this event called the Ormond Grand Festival. It's in the most layman of terms, it was absolutely amazing. There was over 200 vendors there. I was one of them. I actually had a double booth, so I had two tents side by side. One of them, I had like all of my display and everything, and under the other one, I was doing live art, and I do spray paint. I will put a link to the Instagram page that I used to use that has a lot of my art on it. You can check that out so you can kind of see what I do. But it's a couple of different things. So I'm just going to say that I work with spray paint. But not even an hour ago, I opened my email and I had an email from someone named Becky who runs the Ormond Grand Festival. She messaged me and long story short, said, hey, we had some cancellations, and I also realized that you weren't on my list. I know it's short notice, but would you like to be a part of the festival? Today is the 27th or the 28th. It's either the 27th or the 28th. It's Tuesday, and the show is on the 1st, which is Saturday. It's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time at all. Especially if you saw the stuff that I had at the last one. Now, here's why it's such a big deal for me. The last time I went, I had artwork that I had been working on for upwards to about 6 months, if not longer. And I'll go into story time in a second. But all that crap aside, this is what I want to tell you guys. I had an opportunity come to me just now. And because of other engagements that I had to pass it up. I had to pass it up. And it hurt like hell, let me tell you. The Ormond Grand Festival was one of the most successful things that I've ever been to in my life. Speaking on like a daily successful rate. Like, I went there, I had people rating my work coming from New York and all other places, like all other states. Mind you, this is in Florida, and I had people come from New York and look at my work and like, whoa, this is crazy. I want this one. And then the guy was like, it was a pretty big painting. The guy looked at it and he was like, I really like this one too. And it was a 12 by 36 painting that I had made and brought to the show. And it wasn't one of my favorites from the beginning, but as the show started, I dropped it. I dropped the painting and it like scuffed up one of the corners like pretty bad. And I was like, well, that's unsellable now. So the guy looked at the one that he wanted and he saw the other one and he was like, how much are these two together? And I let him know, I was like, hey, look, that scuff right here is like frayed up canvas. And he was like, I still want it. And I was like, all right, cool. Well, discount for you, bud. You can have it. I feel like I'm really getting off topic here. I'm definitely in story mode. All right, starting over.